It's Lynn Bardowski, founder at Million Dollar Party Girl, with episode 19 of Social Girl Alive. Have you ever heard the fortune is in the follow-up? There is a gold mine of business sitting in your database that you have not even tapped into. And I'm going to give you some fun tips on how to make that happen. But first, let me show you some of the numbers, right? We're always in direct sales, like working on how vendor events, again, the biggest thing is how can I meet new customers? I need new customers. Well, you do that by servicing the customers you already have. Okay, so let me give you some numbers here. I did a little research for you guys tonight. So, did you know that 65% of a company's business comes from existing customers? So, how many of you party and run, right? It's like a drive-by. You get that order, you work so hard to get that booking, you got those new customers, you never ever reach out to them again until you want to book a party. Right? It's like, eh. And then you're wondering why they don't get back to you. Here's another exciting statistic. After one purchase, a customer has a 27% chance of coming back to shop. So somebody shopped once, 27% odds they will come back and shop again if you ask them to, right? Once they do that, it gets better. Once they do that, you have a 54% chance of them coming back a third time, right? Because you're building customer loyalty, you're building relationships, they're getting to know you, they love you, they want to come back and shop again, right? So it's getting through that first purchase to the second purchase. Now, here's another exciting statistic. When people actually get their product is when they're most likely to shop again, right? Think about it. I just renovated a bathroom. Now, if my renovation guy also sold towels and bath mats and toilet paper holders, I would have bought all that from him too, right? Now, yeah, I'm spending a ton of money on renovating my bathroom. You think I would be done spending. But no, I went to TJ Maxx, I was at Home Depot, right? Because I was so excited about my new bathroom. I wanted to make over everything, new lighting fixtures. I just kept going. Well, it's the same thing when your customer gets their product delivered, right? They're remembering what they were so excited about when they bought it. And then they're thinking, I might want some more of this, right? But odds are they're not going to find you, go to your website, or call you up to shop. That excitement lasts for just a couple days, right? And then life kicks in and they forget all about it unless they are invited to another party. So that is your carpe diem moment. I think especially as women, we tend to, right? We're afraid, we don't want to be pushy. We're like, how can we ask them to buy when they just bought? That is when they are most likely to buy again. And I've got a great tip for you guys on how to make that happen. And one more, according to, there's a book by Paul Ferris called Marketing Metrics. And according to his book, a repeat customer has a 60 to 70% chance of converting, of actually taking action, of buying the product. 60 to 70% versus that new contact that you're trying to convert that doesn't even know you or about your product that well. So where do you want to spend your time, right? Yes, you definitely want to be making new connections. But don't forget the gold mine that is sitting right in your customer database, just waiting for you to pick up the phone and be like, hey, how'd you like your product, right? Okay, so here is a really simple system. So I really like duplicatable systems. And again, people are always asking me, how do I stay organized on following up? And there's apps, trust me, you can find a zillion systems for your follow-up, but it has to be duplicatable. Right? So that your direct sales team can do it too. Well, the simplest, most easiest follow-up system is already in your hand 80% of the day, maybe 90, and it's your phone. So, right, if you've got a smartphone, you've got that calendar feature. So let me know if you guys are using that for your follow-up. All you got to do is schedule a reminder in your own phone to follow up, right? So, and again, I like to keep it super simple. So I call it Follow Up Friday. It sends a little trigger in my mind that Friday's all about follow-up. That's my focus. That's how I kind of keep my week organized and make sure I'm doing my follow-up. If it's Friday, it's Follow-Up Friday. Why Friday? Because it's payday. All right? Don't follow up on Monday. That's like the worst day to follow up, right? It's like people need more coffee. They're already grumpy because it's Monday. Maybe they had a crazy wild weekend. They're stressed out. Never follow up on Monday. And it's free, and your direct sales team can easily duplicate that. Simple and duplicatable. Okay, so there's 3 times that are key to following up, right? Number 1, when people place the order with you. But the first follow-up action step is going to be when they place their order, write a handwritten note. Now, yeah, that's going to take some effort, right? But why do you want to do that? Every single person that shops from me gets a handwritten personal note. True story. Why do you want to do that? How does that equate to social selling? Because they are going to be so shocked that you sent them a handwritten note. Odds are they're going to take a picture of it and put it on Facebook. That's how you can turn an old school method into a new school way to grow your business, right? And that has happened to me time and time again. Yes, Sarah's a customer and she's like, yeah, Lynn sends me personal handwritten notes. You want to be memorable to people? Send them a handwritten note. You can get thank you cards, super affordable. Check the dollar store, right? But nothing like that handwritten personal note to stand out from the crowd of direct sellers. Because most of the time, your customer does not even remember your name, right? People are like, where'd you get your product from? The Pampered Chef lady. That's what they're saying. They don't know who you are. They don't remember, right? They're not going to take the time to call the hostess and say, who was that girl? I don't know. But you send them the handwritten note, they're going to remember you, okay? So that's follow-up step number 1. That's something that you can do the night of the party, or that could be simple when you're closing the party. Yes, happy mail, right? We love happy mail. People post, that's actually a hashtag, by the way. Happy mail is a hashtag. People post, they'll live stream about it, they'll periscope about it, they'll post on Facebook about it. When they're getting happy mail, send them some happy mail. So make that part of your closing the party follow-up. You close the party, thank you notes are going out, all right? So that's your first follow-up step. Number 2, when the order ships, send a text, an email, let people know the order is on the way. Your customers will really appreciate that. And depending on how your direct sales company works, some of you are shipping the product yourself, some of you, your direct sales company is shipping it, and they might even be sending that email for you, which is even that much better. So regardless, make sure they know when the order is on the way. That's great follow-up. And then the third time you're going to follow up is 5 days later. So again, you know it shipped. Go to your calendar, 5 days from that date, put in a little, that's your reminder for your follow-up Friday. Follow-up, Susie's party. And why 5 days? Well, because the order's going to arrive. That gives time for it to, typically, it's going to be delivered probably 2 to 3 days, right, from when it ships. And again, you can adjust that for wherever you're shipping to. And then it might sit in their hallway for a day or in the laundry room, right? So by the 5th day, odds are they've actually opened the box and, wow, they are so excited. And now here's what I want you to do. This is really the kicker. Don't just follow up and say, hey, how did you like the product, right? go be above and beyond that. Of course, hopefully they're in your customer group. If you have not created a VIP customer group, you definitely want to do that. That is a really awesome way to build that customer loyalty. But why not send them something extra, maybe a video that you made of that product with other coordinating products, related products that make the product they bought even that much more awesome. That's probably the higher end product that they didn't buy, right? Because they maybe didn't fit their budget. Maybe they wanted to buy it. Maybe it was on their wish list, but they just couldn't afford it at that party. But now, it's a week or two later, on a Friday, when they just got paid, they might buy it. So do a little suggestive selling, but do it in the form of a how-to or a tip, or, you know, hey, you love this, you might also love this. That goes with that. I wanted to show you this video I made, right? Don't just send a link to your website, because that's just too salesy. You want it to definitely be coming from a place of how you can serve them, how you can help them. And then just ask and say, hey, did you get everything on your wish list at that party? And odds are they're going to say, well, no. And so now you have the chance to have a conversation. Well, what was left? What didn't they get? Right? And then the solution might be to have a party and get that extra product for free. So you will find a ton of booking opportunities without actually even ever saying, do you want to book a party? It is going to be the solution to helping them get whatever they weren't able to at that party. And again, they're going to be most excited when they're opening up that product and remembering exactly what it is they wanted to get that they probably didn't buy that day, right? Or if a party was booked from them, you can say, oh, well, you know, Crystal's show is coming up next week. How about if I add that to your order for her party? They don't even have to know Crystal. Crystal could have been a whole nother guest that they wouldn't even be invited to that party, right? So you can really use the bookings that came from that party and help that hostess by looking for ordering opportunities from people that were at the previous party, right? And people love that. They love to be able to shop somebody's party. It makes them feel good, right? Don't people ask you all the time, like, you know, do you have a hostess you want me to put this order on? So yeah, you do. So that's a great way that you can add sales to an upcoming party, even if they don't even know that person. Okay? So don't just call and say, hey, how's your product? Suggest something that maybe they missed. Ask, hey, did you get everything on your wish list? How else can I help? Right? Now, what if you haven't been following up and you just feel so bad? Right? It's like, I can't call people from last year. Yes, you can. And here's how you do it. You start with an apology. And so you just literally start the conversation. It could be a text and say, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I can't believe it's been a year since you were at Sarah's Facebook party or Crystal's house party. I want to make it up to you that I have not been in touch with a free gift. And you can offer a sample or maybe, $10 off their next order. Whatever works for you and what your product is. But when you start with an apology, people are much more apt to be open, right? Usually when I do that, they'll say, oh, no problem, I understand, but definitely don't reach out and say, I'm in a challenge and I need to meet my goal this month and I need you to shop. No, do not do that. Don't be that direct seller. All right? So yeah, just start, right? Even if you did 10 contacts every Friday. Imagine if you reached out to 10 people every Friday. The momentum that would build. By the time 3 months from now, you are going to have a full calendar. You're going to have referrals. You're going to be top of mind. Let's say somebody loses their job, right? Because you have been staying in contact and you have reached out, they're going to go, oh, wait, I need to call Crystal. I bet you I can do what she's doing. What can you do to really get your team around this whole follow-up Friday? Imagine the momentum that would build. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.